nearly 500 yards passing. But yet, Derek Carr could barely crack 300 yards with the best receiver in the league, with a top 3 tight end, with a great running game with Josh Jacobs, and even a stud wide receiver in Hunter Renfrow. Now, I know that Hunter Renfrow dropped the bag at the end of the game, but it should have never came down to that.
You can't win this. What the hell are you doing? But you are in the AFC West. If you Derek Carr and you just trying to manage and get along, guess what? Y'all ain't going nowhere from where you are. Last damn place. It's facts. It's facts. It's not facts. It's not facts.
Again, I'm saying this out of love as a Raider fan. I'm not trying to knock down Derek Carr, but if he's going to be that guy, man, like I said, we need to depend on him to help this team get victories, man. At the end of the day, we got to be better as a team moving forward. I know that we could put some blame on Josh McDaniels and his play calling as well. Damn. Now, I did come across another clip that was speaking facts, and it comes from my guy, Rich Eisen. He ranked his top 5 most disappointing teams so far in the NFL, and he has our Las Vegas Raiders at number 1. And you know what? I cannot disagree with that, because Rich Eisen is a guy that has been supporting this team throughout the whole offseason. When everybody was, doubting the Raiders, he was a guy that was saying that the Raiders can win this division. So he has every right to rank us as the most disappointing team in the NFL so far. Because we are.
Nothing is more disappointing. It's just personal. The autumn wind is pissing me off. I don't know what the hell that was yesterday. They're up 20-0 at halftime. Derek Carr at 200 yards at half. 20-0. That is a team that you're supposed to take and stomp out of your stadium. And they lay such a huge ass egg in the second half. 2 catches for Devontae Adams. Yeah, it's personal. I'm at 7 targets.
Yo, talk that shit, Rich, man. That autumn wind is pissing me off as well.
The autumn wind is pissing me off.
Now, with all that being said, and knowing how frustrated we are, especially as a nation,
it's not gonna pass the ball.
We got a long way to go.
Damn,
but
bro.
Right now, man, we can all agree that the Raiders are the most disappointing team in the NFL so far. So, with that being said, Raider Nation, man, let me know your thoughts on this whole subject. Do you guys believe that the Raiders right now are the most disappointing team in the NFL? Because I do. With all the expectations that we had, with all the hype that we had going into the season, and we're seeing how well this offense, this team looked.
DeMar cannot shoot. He sucks, bro. People like him being, bro.
It looked like the team to beat until we dropped the ball at the end of the game. Now I know how it really feels to be a Chargers fan. But again, Raider Nation, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today. If you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button.
Why is your door?
My channel, and you love the Las Vegas Raiders. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button to notify you guys when I put more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Smooth Raider, and your boy is started up in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Started up in Oakland, now we here.
I'm gonna stop at 2 of you. 4K
straight, we in the playoffs. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy the Lakers. The new GMC Sierra AT4X.
How to do it.
To conquer the great outdoors. And welcome you to the peak of premium off-roading. Meet the Crocs, so nice. They made me twice.
What the hell? What?
Yes, the Las Vegas Raiders are 0-2 under Josh McDaniels. Yes, the Raiders just recently gave up their biggest lead in franchise history. But what if I told you that the Raiders still have a shot to win the Super Bowl? The Raiders are currently one of 5 teams that are 0-2, and history tends to repeat itself. The last time a 0-2 team won the Super Bowl was in 2007 with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. The time before that is a little more relevant to the Las Vegas Raiders because that was in 2001 when Tom Brady and the Patriots won their first Super Bowl together. So maybe history can repeat itself where another former Patriot wins a Super Bowl after going 0-2. Josh McDaniels, coming from the New England Patriots, hasn't been in the leadership position in some time. He's primarily been a subordinate under Bill Belichick and even under Tom Brady, as Tom Brady, throws a ton of tantrums. By the way, Brady should be fined for throwing his recent tantrum in the Saints game. Yes, he should.
Frustration level for Tom Brady is high.
But this season is not a race. This season is a marathon, and the Raiders are 0-2, going against really competitive teams like the Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The Raiders are not like the Broncos and Mr. Unlimited, who are struggling to even beat the Texans and also failed to beat Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks.
And once again, with Bruce raining down, Denver's not able to get it done.
The Raiders have been in every single game they played. The game against the Chargers, a team that looks very talented this year, went completely down to the wire. And if it wasn't for Derek Carr getting sacked on 4th down against the Chargers, the Raiders seriously have a shot to win that football game. And against the Cardinals, yes, the Raiders gave up the biggest lead that they've ever given up in the history of their franchise. But the victory was in reach. Hunter Renfrow, one of the most solid guys in the Raiders organization, just happened to fumble a freak accident which led to the Raiders' demise. So the Raiders are 0-2, but they're not going against scrubs. And the Raiders also have a whole new coaching staff that are trying to teach these players a new scheme in just one season. And they have plenty of time to get it right, and they've already developed so many great positives thus far. Derek Carr committed a ton of turnovers in the first game, but he fixed these mistakes, committing no turnovers against the Arizona Cardinals. Mick Lombardi believes the Raiders need to get better around Derek Carr.
Yeah, I think Derek did a good job on Sunday. You know, he got the ball on time. He was moving in the pocket. You know, I thought Derek threw the ball well. He got the ball on time. He's active in the pocket. And in terms of just, you know, every tiny little critique, I have nothing really to complain about Derek in terms of that sense. That I threw the ball great on Sunday.
And the Raiders are doing just that. The Raiders' offensive line has been a question mark, and they gave up 5 sacks against the LA Chargers. But in this game, against the Arizona Cardinals, they only gave up 1 sack, so improvement is happening. Mac Hollins proved to be a great target in this recent game. He picked up 66 yards, which is actually tied for the 2nd highest in a single game in his entire career. And we cannot forget that in Week 1, Davante Adams, against a tough Chargers defense, picked up over 140 yards, the 2nd most by a Raiders receiver in their franchise debut. Meanwhile, on the defensive side of the ball, even though the sacks haven't been coming as quickly as we'd like, Max Crosby is still one of the top edge rushers in terms of pressures in the NFL. Even though the Raiders have injury issues in terms of the secondary, Amik Robertson has stepped up, getting his first interception in his career against the Cardinals. And Josh Jacobs is running like a madman, able to break tackle after tackle. He just needs more opportunities from the other Josh McDaniels. And you have to be honest with yourself and know that it's a flip of a coin. The coin could have landed any way, and the Raiders could be sitting at 2-0 right now, and the fan base is not nearly as heated. And think about it, with this new scheme and this new relationship between Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr, they are at their worst right now. They're at their worst when it's new, and they will only get better as the season progresses. And the Raiders' schedule is still tough, going against the Titans and the Broncos and the Chiefs in these upcoming weeks. But after the bye week, it gets easier, going against the Texans, the Saints, the Jaguars, and the Indianapolis Colts. So as the season progresses, the Raiders can really find themselves in a playoff position. And when you're in the playoffs, it's one and you're done, and it comes down to clutch play. And who better to have in a playoff scenario than Davante Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Max Crosby, Derek Carr, and Chandler Jones? These guys can still get it done. So even though the media wants you to believe that it's completely over, the story has just begun, and the Raiders have a long season ahead of them to get to the Super Bowl. Like this video if you believe the Raiders still have a shot, and subscribe to this channel for more Raiders content. My name is Wi-Fi Willie. Peace out, and I hope you have a good one.
So here's the problem. 52% of Americans aren't invested in the stock market, and 57% can't cover a $500 emergency expense. Here's how Acorns can help.
Derek Carr has completed 61% of his passes. He's got 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in the first 2 games. Ain't nothing to write home about. Do you want to be pedestrian? Do you want to be average? Do you want to be somebody that looks like a game manager or whatever? Or you want to step the hell up and lead this team to another level? Josh Jacobs ain't no scrub. Davante Adams is a stud. Arguably the best wide receiver in football. Waller's a bad brother. He one of the top 3 tight ends in football in a lot of people's eyes. Hunter Renfrow ain't no joke. You got weapons. What the hell you doing? Handle your business.
Stephen A. Smith went right at Derek Carr and really took it. That was very critical, and truth be told, Derek Carr does deserve a lot of criticism for his play against the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cardinals. In certain moments, right? 3 interceptions at the same time. The fact that they were 3 points against the Cardinals, you can definitely put some blame on Derek Carr. But I do want to push back from this mass media narrative about the Raiders and kind of talk about why I don't think people realize something about the Raiders. We don't talk about it. You know, under John Gordon, Derek Carr got better and better. The year that we're going to time, the Raiders in that year, I know we barely got in at the end of the year, but that was the year that we're going to get popular. We had so many adversity. That was the roster that took 3 years of struggles of Derek Carr learning his weapons, learning Darren Waller, learning the offense. I don't think people realize. And I get it. Some people may say, Patrick Josh Allen may not be able to, but sometimes it takes a guy at least a couple of games to really get accustomed to this. You know, one of the things that I talk about is the fact that the Raiders not putting Derek Carr in first.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Chargers were great in the second half. These Cardinals were great in the first half. But we haven't been great in both halves.
Going into a fucking split.
Come on, making their previous attempt at the
I do
line.
think that as the season goes on, as Derek Carr is more comfortable with Josh McDaniels' system, I think it's going to click a little bit more. On top of that, Derek Carr has to adjust to playing with Devontae Adams. Right? People think that Adams comes in day one and they should just click.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
An unselfish young guard. Lonzo Ball takes pride, in my opinion, of success of others. Probably why his teammates love playing with him.
Richardson against Ball, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Collins. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. So the Bulls, the last game, a win against Indiana. Here's Bryant, outside Ball. DeRozan with a screen for Bryant. From outside, off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. Leading by 5. And the foul called on MP. Oh, the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Javonte Green, he's checked in for the Bulls.
At least that's what it looked like.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
That's not the same thing as Indian.
Bryant looking over the floor. Nailed from three-point land. And you look at the leader that MP has become great. He encompasses everything you want from a team captain.
Can lead by example, build teammates up, also willing to get in your face when necessary. MP is probably one of the best leaders and locker room presence in the entire NBA.
No up that time.
I'm going to say that is Stephen A. Smith absolutely killed it.
In the shot that would have put them on top. Richardson the pass to Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass. The 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Zach Collins has battled through multiple injuries. That held him to play just under 185 games in his first 5 seasons.
Kicks it out to Jones. It's Richardson on the wing. Teardrop shot, he lays it in. Richardson's got 8. And with Collins, it's tough speed to develop as a player when you're constantly rehabbing from injury.
Thankfully, he's young and still has upside. Kevin, when healthy, though, he is shown to be a solid defender, and with his three-point shot, he can bring value as a stretch five.
San Antonio's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Jones, the pass to Collins. Dishes it to Richardson. Pass to Bates Diop. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 4. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Bryant's shot is good. And one thing you can say with MP, Greg, and if he belongs on an NBA floor, he certainly passes the eye test.
And that's always how MP has been as a player. The raw numbers don't jump out at you, but you can see his impact on the floor.
And I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
On the wing, Lamb back to Bryant. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Richardson outside. From the arc. That one misses. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive.
That number is probably
there's a screen.
For 17 game season.
Fires at the elbow. And hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Bulls leading by 6.
No team has started over and made the playoffs since 2018.
And here's Drummond. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana. Carries it from three-point range.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Kicks it out to Richardson.
It's so hard to fly back in.
Richardson missing again.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Drummond sets the screen for Bryant. Pass to Drummond over Collins. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Bryant. And now an 11-point Chicago lead. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
With the teardrop. Collins setting the pick for Richardson. He dishes it to Collins. Kicks it out to Jones. Collins trying to break free. Jones, no luck. Here's Bryant. And finished off by Bryant.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots.
And the Chiefs 11. And here's why I think the Raiders have a good chance of pulling this thing out. They lost 5 games to the Chargers.
Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
We got Doug McDermott, Evan Vassell out there with Jones, and it's Roby in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Jones. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
White dishes to Bryant.
You feel like you're still running the offense the way you used to.
He feeds it to Drummond. That one goes in. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
And So Bryant will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They host the 76ers after this. That game is the first and last of their home season. It's stolen. Jones looking for an opening. Looking to get it going. Chicago grabs the miss. And Seamano is a rookie. Smitty, what was really impressive?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, Kevin, he was unpredictable. He was definitely NBA ready. He had already been a pro for 7 years before he came over. And he played an important role for us winning that title.
I don't like the numbers.
Bryant against Jones. Up 2 there. Jones has got his third basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Drummond with a screen on Jones.
They have a way to kind of get this thing back on track, and there's a team I'm thinking
Bryant kicks to White.
So,
Bryant the pass to Drummond.
When I
Back to
rewatched that
Bryant.
game, I would agree with you. I was rewatching it thinking,
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. White, good.
Kobe White doesn't need much time or space to get off that catch and shoot.
Jones, the pass to Bates Dion. Back to Jones. Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup. Jones has got 4 this quarter. Here's Bryant. This game an incredible scoring display for him. From deep, another 3 for Chicago.
How many times have we seen the possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a quick pass.
Here's Jones. He can't get that one to fall. White with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 19 points. Here's DeRozan.
Oh my God!
Wow, you knew DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Roby. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They have been bored and dominant in this game. That's
Teams nowadays tracking deflections and dishes. Something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Vucevic checked in for Drummond. Will it go? Vucevic with the block.
This is the next step for Nikola Vucevic. Can he start?
Oh my God. Come on, nigga, I'm different. This girl's different, bro. I'm a 74, bro. No defense, no baggage. Turn the ball off the backboard. Doing shit like this over there like a change. I look like prime MJ, like a prime T-Max, like a... Come on. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I have to show another play. I have to show another play. This right here. Look at that pass. Okay, that bitch is up the GOAT. On the GOAT. John Morrison maddest fuck. I ain't gonna let him, man. Come on now, fella. Come on.
And that's a rugged play.
That one was big time. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Kicks it out to Johnson. In the corner, it's McDermott. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Chicago has gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Levine's shot is on. Spurs have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Sohan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons. Former Spur Robert worries if they'll ever saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction versus a story.
I don't really ever agree with Stephen A. Bruce. I think a lot of the things he has around the NFL are dog shit. But this is a good one. This is a good one. Just win Vegas. Believe in Vegas.
He's checked in for Zach Levine.
He ripped apart Derek Carr for not taking that next step. And I agree with him. 100% agree with every single thing Stephen A. Smith said.
Here's Wesley. And contact down the shot.
So what I did here the other day is I went back, I got every single quote. For those of you that have not seen what Stephen A. said, we're going to go and break this down.
He hits the second from the line. Steve, you know lots of front offices build teams purely around player skills and statistical lines. That being said, just how important is chemistry and that cohesion?
It's a must. You can achieve a lot with chemistry. Building a beautiful culture, those are the teams that win championships. After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
White the pass to Bryant. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bryant's got 32 points in the game.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Well, Chicago's gotten out from 3-point land in the second quarter, going 4-5 from downtown. And finish off by Bryant.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 for Beaker in the second. Now, here's Vassell. Tight covering. Passing to Wesley. A 3 ball. It's all in by the Bulls. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, White. Back to Bryant. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Good heads-up basketball from Kobe. Spots a wide-open shooter and gets it to him.
Now, here's Vassell. White covering.
They don't take it personal, which is what Derek Carr said after his
Johnson against DeRozan. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Pirtle's got 6.
Love the razor shot focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
The 3 from Bryant. And Pirtle pulls it down. Wesley against Bryant. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The pass to Pirtle. For his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than him.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
Here's Wesley. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wesley. No good from outside. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Win 1, lose 1. This might be the case again for both teams this coming season.
Count that one.
Great ball movement there by Keldon, making the smart play.
Smooth sailing for Chicago.
Yes. But these numbers right here are nothing
Here's Bryant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. On the wing, Williams. Back to Bryant. Williams finds Bryant. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
I get that all Raider fans want to see the old Derek Carr that you saw in 2015.
Wesley against Bryant. Wesley the pass to Pirtle.
Albert Einstein has
There's the triple. Shot's good by Wesley. Wesley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
He's not elite. He's not going to be top 10. And in this division,
Bryant dishes to White.
Is that really something that you're just going to put your hat on and say, that's okay, we don't have to
shoots over Vassell. And it's White missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Launches a 3. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Bryant. He has 4. Pass to White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Back at 6. A 3 from Bryant. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Wesley. That's the 3 fly. It's all in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. MP from deep 3-point land. Another 3 for Chicago.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Wesley the pass to Prince. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. He muscles it in through the contact line.
I don't care who's on offense. I don't care who's on defense. Your job, your expectation is to carry the team in regular season games, playoff games. Derek Carr failed to do that. Here's the other thing, this offseason. Derek, at the time when he was paid, I still love the deal. I think it's a very good deal for the Raiders and Derek Carr.
A lot of stats go into making these power rankings. When you guys are judging teams, do you trust the numbers, or do you usually just go with your gut?
You have to realize that.
And moving on to our current game, it was not the first half. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin.
So, 2 far, 2 strikes, 3 strikes and you're out. Let's keep on going here with Stephen A. Smith. Josh Jacobs, 8
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this team becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
But a retro ain't no joke. You got weapons. What the hell you doing?
Making substitutions here.
Again, this is what Stephen A. Smith had to say on ESPN First Take around Derek Carr. Now, I understand you've been sacked 6 times.
It's Jones on the wing.
Being pressured and all of that. A lot of times people like to point the finger at everything else, and I'm totally fine. When I see Stephen A. talk about the position group,
it's not going to go for him. And the Bulls going the other way around. So for Chicago right now, Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Bryant in at the 1.
The veteran leadership of DeRozan makes the right read, drops the dime.
Vassell kicks to Jones.
The excuse is sooner or later they have to stop.
Back to Vassell.
Then you need to change the scenery. When you talk about the offensive line,
just 5 to shoot. Here's Jones. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
The 3 from Bryant. Rebound, San Antonio. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Williams against Jones. They set the screen. Over Williams. Jones, no luck.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Took him no time at all on that one. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Jones, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is right up on him. You have to put DeRozan on the short list for best finishers in the NBA. He is fearless going to the rack.
Jones with now defended by Levine. A sweet crossover 2. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And Kevin, talk about a tough finish. The defense all over him, but he still finds a way to get that off.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Vassell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
Offensive rebound, Hurdle. Throw in the pass to Vassell. Tries again. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
After a lackluster first half, he's taking charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Drops in the tray.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Now, here's Vassell. Guarded by Levine. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For 3, another 3 for Chicago.
Let me be relatively pedestrian. Let me complete 61% of my passes. Let me throw as many interceptions as touchdown passes.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
San Antonio's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
This is about recognizing the division you're in.
Here's Jones. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast.
Oh,
and here we go.
Okay, she's a toss.
Top 10 quarterback at times. That's fine. Honestly, Derek Carr reminds me a lot of Kirk Cousins. There's some games where I watch Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr play. Oh, that guy's a top 10 quarterback. And then when the lights go on against the
make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
After the review, the rule is overtime.
Sometimes.
But I wasn't done. I jumped up after.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Driving inside, and he banks in the layup. Jones has got 12 in the game.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
In the corner, it's Levine. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Jones against Bryant. Here's Hurdle. Great D that time from Vucevic. And Chicago shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Outside, Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. Are coming for the Bulls.
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Collins checked in for Burke. Roby comes in for Devin Vassell. And Keita Bates-Diop subbed in for McDermott. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Roby's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. The 3 from Bryant. Collins grabs the miss. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Bates-Diop, the pass to Jones. Here's Roby. Launches it. Collins trying to break free. And he's good on the 3-ball. Roby's got 8 points.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Well, everyone knows once Drummond gets anywhere around the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Here's Jones. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Green, the screen. The shot's good from Bryant.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. That shot off, so the Bulls will take it the other way. A spinning one-way, Javonte Green got our attention early on in his career. Was with his spectacular acrobatics, those great dunks.
Kevin, I agree with you. Reverse jams, windmills, putbacks. There isn't going to be a soft finish when he's close to the bucket.
Jones, and nothing is falling for him right now.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
2 free throws coming up. The Bulls haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And he knocks down the first. He's making a change here. White's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. San Antonio's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Richardson, the feed to Collins. It's all in by the Bulls. Now here's Bryant. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact.
If the Raiders win the Super Bowl, I want to be the one that cuts it off. I don't know how you guys can make it happen. I don't know if you guys can admit yet. Send them this push right here.
First one falls.
I want to cut off that finger. But Mitch, 2 minutes ago you're just ripping
Both free throws good from Bryant.
2 minutes ago you're just ripping Josh McDaniels. You're right.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Collins. Here's Roby, and he dunks it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
They get it back. Pass to Bryant. From deep.
They won it. Why I think they did? Because they were playing great football when it mattered.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Richardson. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
He's comfortable attacking in the painted area. Josh Richardson is using his size to make it look easy.
And here's Bryant for 3. Roby with the rebound. First two.
Look at his numbers from last year. 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
I mean, a ferocious athlete. Josh Richardson has also proven to be a terrific 3-and-D guy.
It's stolen by Green. And as we conclude the third.
I will be the one that cuts on the big cat finger. We're going to make it happen. Let's make it happen. Now, I know this is
As soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Doug McDermott.
I want you guys to tune in.
Also Collins out there, and it's Wesley in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Wesley. That shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. The shot by Primo, no good.
I love Halloween. I get free Kit
And
Kats.
Chicago shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Lamb finds Bryant. 3-pointer. Good. Another Miller from 3.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all-time with that name, 4 games.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him.
That was absolutely.
Collins against Bradley. It's stolen by Lamb.
The Raiders was stunned. We had a very stubborn shot.
Now here's Bryant. Defense right on him.
There's a lot of anti-Raider stuff going around.
And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right.
Birmingham sucks ass, bro. Why do we trade for him? Why does he get into the team? He can't shoot. He can't shoot anymore. He's older than what? He's a B-3. Doesn't he hit a fucking F-? You're right, B-. What is he good at? Playmaking,
there's plenty of football to be played.
He's a 76. He hits a shot. He hits a shot.
22 unanswered points.
Of course not to be that.
I know it's tough, but hopefully Josh McDaniels and the Las Vegas Raiders can make the adjustments necessary and really run. We talked a lot about the lot of hate right now. He's getting a lot of press. I'm really
covered by Lamb. Here's Wesley. Buries the long-range jumper.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
And here's Bryant for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
I thought there were plenty of things that can be looked at.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
One of the toughest pills to swallow was you have the best
Here's Primo.
He was targeted 17.
Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Green. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That's tipped. And again, San Antonio turns it over. Oh, goes through move.
As excusable as that possibly is, I do think I can look back to like the first Raiders possession. The Raiders were moving the ball in the first half. Go back to that first Raiders possession. They ran the ball about 8 times.
Chicago takes this one and by a big
until the touchdown reception that he got right at that zone. So that's a good. That's good. Because you don't want to be too top heavy. You got guys like Darren Waller. You got guys like Hunter Renfrow. You have an elite rushing game. That I'm glad they ran the ball a little bit more. But Devontae Adams, no matter what his target number is, he needs to have 2 receptions.
He's gonna take me every time.
He needs to have more than 12.
I'm sorry,
I think they'll make the proper adjustments. They just need to find a middle ground between that 17 targets and not utilizing Devontae enough. He was open plenty of times. Now, one of the other downsides, I got step in. As much as I want to just sweep this under the rug and ever look at this again, this is where you really, really dig deep and learn from it. You gotta learn from this. McDaniels, all offseason, all preseason, he was preaching avoiding penalties. This past week, 12
Congratulations. This was a great
68 yards.
Is this team
I know it's not the craziest, but that is stuff that derails momentum. That is just unexcusable, really.
Yeah, we're
That's
definitely coming together. Becoming a team we all
sloppy coaching. It's sloppy just preparation. It's sloppy.
Well, you guys played really well for all 4 quarters tonight.
I like the more running. I like that Derek Carr had more time to pocket. I thought the defense held their own until. You gotta remember, man, Derek Carr and the Raiders offense have the ball
it sounds
40
simple,
literal minutes.
Sometimes the key
40
is making shots.
actual minutes they did not have the football. That defense was gassed. Up until that point, especially in the first half, they were doing more than holding through. But it's up to the offense to close that game. And I know when you have a quote-unquote offensive guru like Josh McDaniels, it's unexcusable. I just want to see, honestly, more. I don't even know what the right word is here. Take more shots, really. I'm sick of the 2-yard receptions. I'm sick of a run, 2-yard screen. Like that, you can let Derek Carr take his shots. He's got time in the back. He's got time in the pocket. Find Devontae, find Hunter, find the open man, and get the chains moving. So I know that was a really tough loss, and I really don't think that the Raiders could have a lower point in the season than what it is right now. You got the Titans next week. We'll preview it. We'll continue looking at this game, as unfortunate as it was. So stay tuned for plenty of content throughout this week. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Most importantly, go ahead, drop some comments down below. Try to be respectful, man. Go ahead, drop some things you would like to see heading into week 3 against the Titans. That's it for me, man. Peace.
I turned my chest hair into the shape of small animals. It's a squirrel.
What up? Mac Hollins, your wide receiver. Dude, that's a nice truck.
Mac Hollins. Alright, and we're off. So,
That's how I feel. I'm just trying to guess what you think I should be feeling. I mean, obviously, I met my goals, and I'm still not starting.
I was reading some transcripts, things of that nature. And you, sir, I think might be one of the most interesting people in the NFL. That is the consensus that I've come to.
That's a high title to hold.
It is. But because I was looking at the IG earlier, we're reading books, we're hanging out with kangaroos. What don't you do?
I don't eat cheese or seafood.
I gotta ask you, what are you reading right now? I know MacBook Mondays is a thing that you care about, that you're passionate about for good reason. As an avid reader myself, what's on the list right now?
I'm currently reading The Color of Money. It's a financial book. My older brother recommended it to me. Just kind of the history of money in the U.S., the history of finances for black people in the U.S., how they've tried to create wealth, how to create wealth in the future. I'm about 3/4 of the way in. It's pretty good.
Okay. And I do appreciate that. And kind of going through the socials and talking to people, like giving back, educating not only yourself, but educating, people who may not have access to the same type of things that maybe you and I do. Is an important thing for you?
Yeah, it's really big for me. I think probably my second year in the league, it got like really big, where I kind of started that MacBook Monday stuff, and then that branched into the Fast Fact Fridays. I think with the platform I have, to be able to make reading or learning kind of cool, and I think it's already cool already, but I don't think it's talked about enough of how cool it is to be smart.
Alabama's is busted solid bronze all the way through, making it the heaviest in all of Canada. The gold jacket wasn't introduced until 1978.
I don't know if anyone has more fun than you at practice, man. You're dancing, we see that big smile flashing left and right. Like, you seem like a dude who genuinely enjoys going to work every day.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I know that football doesn't last forever, so I try to enjoy it the most I can. And practice field is really where I enjoy it the most. Like, I don't know anybody who, when they were a kid, were like, I can't wait to be in meetings, do installs, and watch tape. I can't wait for that. Nobody remember that. Like, as a kid, you dream of playing football. And the practice field is the one time where, like, during the day, during training camp, other than the games, is where we're playing football. So I love it, and I always have fun with it.
Look at that timing, too. Just so you pull up, you're fantastic. Thanks so much.
You've had a little time now to get acclimated to your new team. That's a great question. Not at all, man. I mean, I'm confident in who I am and what I bring to this table. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we've been tiptoeing around this a little bit, so let's get into it. Obviously,
Infinite Magic Raid. Play to slay.
I mean, who wouldn't want the endorsement of a superstar? You know what I'm saying? How about this? Okay then, last question. Now that you're finding your footing on this team.
Anymore, Mr. Nibbles. It's always, don't get buff my armor. Hey, Death Knight, get yourself sacrificed.
This may not be my hometown.
Who am I kidding, right?
Well, thank you, Anthony. It's been great spending time with you. Likewise,
I'm
man.
a joke.
Hey.
I wish I could show them. I wish I was a legendary champion.
So you have wished. So let it be done. Arise, ultimate Death Knight.
Yes, it's happening. It's really happening. Dreams do come true. Ultimate Death Knight is in the house. Oh, I look amazing. Get ready, everyone. It's my time now.
Download Raid and get this all-new, totally different Legendary Champion for free.
Wait, what? All new? Oh, come on. It's always important on any NFL team to have a little bit of muscle, if you will. A little bit of brute force. You know, some guys on the team who aren't afraid to get down and dirty. The NFL locker room is filled to the gills with different personality archetypes. The superstar quarterback, the diva wide receiver, the wily vet, and of course, Grogu. You know the archetype we're talking about here. The meathead player who maybe at times is a bit of a bully, the guy that you love when he's on your team, but might otherwise hate. So today, let's take a look back at 10 of the biggest goons in NFL history.
Looks like Donald and Q getting together. These NFC West rivals.
Starting off, we have perhaps the most talented guy on a list with no shortage of studs, Aaron Donald.
There you are.
Man's defensive tackle has been a bona fide star since he broke
meeting?
into the league in 2014. I mean, the man has been a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 7-time All-Pro, and made the Pro Bowl every single season of his illustrious career. And now that he's won a ring, there really is nothing left for him to prove. Obviously, Donald is extremely talented, no duh. But beyond his technical ability and strength, both of which have been huge factors in his success, it's his goon-like attitude that has made him the generational talent that we all enjoy watching on Sundays. That is, provided he's not wrecking our favorite team's offensive line. Donald plays the game with the same ferocity of a fringe NFLer trying to secure a spot on a roster. Not only is he hustling at all times, but he isn't afraid to get chippy in a way that
Big
star
news.
players do.
Big
As
news.
evidenced
Rookie
by
standout MP will be making his first appearance in the starting lineup tonight, quicker than many NBA insiders predicted, which begs the question, is this MP's I told you so moment? Stan, you've been hanging with JJ too long. Rookie standout? Are you okay? All right, well, I'm guessing that you would not be talking.
Following a 2018 victory over divisional rival Seattle, Donald and offensive lineman Justin Britt had an altercation during the game. And once time ran out, Donald was sure to seek out Britt for an explanation. Now, if that isn't good behavior, I don't know what is. But what else would you expect from a team who isn't afraid to train with knives during his off-season program? I suppose it is helpful when you play a brutish position like D-line to have that sort of mentality, though. We've seen it from past linemen as well, like Leon Lett. Lett played the bulk of his career with the Dallas Cowboys, and the former 7th-round pick had a lot of success wearing the star. 3 Super Bowls, 2 Pro Bowls, and a collection of impressive performances for the most dominant franchise in the 90s. And like Donald, this burly defensive tackle was an absolute killer. So much so that it was to his own detriment at times. He was suspended a number of times for violating the substance abuse
this is
policy.
our
He was in
beloved
28 games during his career. His goonish tendencies didn't only keep him off the field either. At times, they were evidence in his decision-making on the gridiron.
Yeah, I know I'm not
He has 2
but it is an honor to be on a battle with y'all. And I know I'm going to do everything I can do to help us get this done. Alright? Let's bring it in. You don't get a win on 3.
Obviously,
1,
you
2,
can't take a
3,
goon out of a
win!
guy like Leon Lett entirely. After all, in many ways, it turned him from a 7th rounder to a Pro Bowler. But still, you kind of wish he could have maybe found some way to tone it down and began to negatively impact his career. Fortunately, now he's an assistant coach for the Cowboys, and he has the platform to